welcome back to episode 2, well, of season 4 of Trust Us. Thank you all so much for coming along. Great to see we've had a huge spike in listeners ready to tune in and hear some of our wisdom and some of the things that you should really trust us on as well-traveled, intelligent gentlemen.
Keyword intelligent there, I would argue. And like any intelligent person, we've had pretty eventful weeks, I would say.
Not based off of our track records. Every time you come in hot, and every time it's like, you know what, Dan, actually, maybe you are the more interesting one.
I think I've done it right this week. It was a bit more wholesome, I guess. Like, just sort of, yeah. No, it's good. It's good. My feet have grown. I guess that wasn't specifically this week, but it's happened in the last 2-3 years.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. I'm seriously impressed. That's something that it really affects your life. No joke. I'm blown away.
Genuinely, because now I can't get the footy boots that I want because they don't make them in the size anymore. So
no way. Surely not. Now you're getting carried away.
After 10 years of being a Nike man in footy boots, I've had to make the move.
Hocker footy boots.
Hocker footy boots.
Imagine the massive over cushioned sole with studs on the bottom. You'd be like literally 2 feet taller.
100%, which I could probably do it sometimes, but so I've had to make the move, and honestly, it's a full size up, so it's not even a half size. I think I sort of noticed the half.
This
size.
is crazy, man. This can't be true.
Well, like the first year, it sort of happened. Like I played footy, and then I broke both big toenails in my toes, so they snapped off because the boots were too tight. So by the end of the season, I didn't have any bloody big toenails because I just didn't believe that my feet could have grown. Or maybe that's what instigated the growth, of my whole feet.
Carry on. Shit. I've got a theory that might be the same. I reckon, you know how when you break your arm or something, the bone comes back stronger? Is that right? It comes back more bulbous or something. Like if this is the bone, when you break it, it kind of becomes a bit more of like a bulb in the middle where the break happened.
Yeah.
Maybe you've broken your toes so consistently over the last 2 years that they keep repairing and growing because there's more bone getting stronger and feeling the breaks and stuff like that. This isn't medical. I know working for Queensland Health might be the assumption, but no, not in that capacity. But I think you could be cooking here because I reckon your toes have grown.
Because that's a random year to have grown. I know I'm only in my mid-20s, but that's still, an awkward time.
I've been 11 and a halves for the past 15 years, maybe 10, 12 years. Yeah. So to change your shoe size, that's crazy. And, I know my feet perfectly, one's half a size bigger. So I normally get half a size, bigger shoes. You just know, so I buy shoes all the time for running. So it's so important to me. That's why I'm absolutely blown away that you've had to change anything on that front. Really? Yeah. Good stuff.
So there's been a bit of an eventful week, but obviously, a little bit more taxing.
Think about eventful week. My feet have grown is probably, it's like paint dried kind of thing. But I thought it was interesting, Dos. Thank you for sharing.
Well, actually, I did have one other thing. I got bullied by an Italian recently. I know, I've been putting together a bit of a case study of how I can prove that I can be Italian down the line with my cooking skills and all the rest of it.
Because you can make a half decent carbonara. You're like, could be Italian.
Yeah.
There's more to it now. I'm sure there's more to it.
There's more to it.
I don't know.
Yeah. I can make an Aperol spritz, I eat ice cream, I guess. I'm not lactose, so that's a start. But no, I got yelled at because I use the spirally pasta sometimes. The spirally one.
Yeah, is it just called spiral? Or rigatoni? That could be the tube one.
If it's called spiral, then it's probably fair enough that I got called out on it and that I copped a bit of flack for it, I think. But it's not called spiral, is it?
Spirolo.
Spirolo.
That's what you should have said. And then when they
said,
said,
I'm not cooking with spirals. I've got a spiral.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, you haven't heard of it? Oh, you mustn't have been to the part of Italy that I'm from.
Yeah.
It's a local thing. It's a dialect thing.
Yeah.
Oh, so what? How did this come up?
Well, I was just eating my pasta. This is why I don't like eating food around people.
Oh,
And they
a
just walked
phobia,
in.
some might say.
Yeah, maybe. And they just walked in and was like, "Is that spirally pasta?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then proceeded to take a photo and send it to all her friends. And I didn't quite enjoy that transaction.
Did you end up in the group chat for spiral pasta,
Oh shit! Is my new group chat named Fake Italian?
or like spirals or something? I don't know,
Oh, a
something.
spirello guy.
Yeah, spiral. Wow. Okay. Well, that's not good. That's a bit of a write off, that one, I think, romantically.
Yeah. Oh no, it wasn't that situation.
Oh,
Just to
sorry.
clarify.
Sorry. Back up. Back up. Look, while you're growing your feet and eating spiral pasta, I was on the Kanga loader. The Kanga loader. You ever heard of a Kanga loader, mate?
This might surprise many of the listeners, but no, I haven't. And neither has
Okay.
anyone else that lives in a normal place.
No, that's so not true. That's so not true. My fellow, laborers and hard workers will know. A Kanga loader is like a bobcat, but it's smaller and you stand on the back. There's also dingoes, but I mean, this was a Kanga. It was older. And basically
Interesting.
it operates just like a bobcat, except it's way smaller and you just sort of are pushing levers and stuff to make it spin and lift the. I was like a kid, when you go to the playground, the sand pit, and it would have the crane.
Yeah.
It was like living that, just levers for days, and spinning the thing and like closing the bucket, open the bucket, scraping ground. It was kind of unbelievable. It was like a pinch yourself moment where I was doing something that, in my work shirt, my work boots, my short shorts, dripping with sweat on the Kanga loader, dirty as, so dirty in the face, muscle and vascularity absolutely popping because of how much hard work it was actually. I really felt like that was kind of a core memory for me, to be honest with you. It was pretty cool. That's my week, essentially. I was getting ready to put grass down in front of my house.
Do you know what's funny, actually? I was on one of those things this weekend, like just gone.
No.
And I didn't even think of it as a weekly update. That's how normal that shit is to me.
Right. Well,
honestly, were you standing on the mat using the levers? It was for my mates, like mower companies. Like, do you want to help out? And I was like, yeah, no worries. I'll do a couple of shifts. And then,
so the road guide topic this week is the road guide to raising kids. And, there's a lot of important tips, like apparently don't start them off on spiral pasta, otherwise they'll get bullied down the line. But I'm curious, Dus, how many kids have you got?
Great question. Let's just let's look to the lines, see if everybody's calling in. And no one's called in yet. So we're sweet.
This isn't going to be like a Jerry Springer episode, is it? Where special guest pops out. It's like, I'm the mother.
It better not be.
No, but in all seriousness, which one of us is closer? Me, almost married. I'm getting married in just over a month. Just over a month. Like when it hits April, it will be weeks until I'm married.
Wow.
You're also quite active.
Why do you say that so intensely?
Well, I mean, it's a different lifestyle. It's definitely an acquired taste. I can't say I can relate too much, but it's definitely quite a possibility for yourself as well.
Yeah. When you feel it's right, it's right. So I'm not bound by religious ceremonies of holding out sex to marriage.
Wow.
So for me, a kid could be very close around the corner.
Wow.
Whereas for you, it's a minimum of 6 weeks.
This is true. So we're not really necessarily qualified to give raising kids advice, but we also do have a lot to say because we think about it and it's possible. And also we judge. We look at you. You might have kids, and we might look at you and go, look at that kid. Look at that parent letting that kid be on the iPad. No way.
Back in my
Not
day,
happening.
be none
Oh,
of that going on.
no. So let's give you some tips. We'll give you, if you've got kids, it's not too late. You can still fix the kid. We can help you with that. And if you're about to have kids, tune in as well. Because like I said, we've thought about this. So I think it's coming from a place of wisdom. So step one, Dos, what are we cooking with?
Yeah, well, step one. I do want to just highlight. I think we have an unbiased opinion of raising kids because we don't have kids yet. So we don't have any presumptuous ways of what works for us, So we've got a very clear, and that's why I think our
Academic.
advice,
it's a very academic approach, actually.
yeah, very
It's
logical,
not tested.
very, yeah. It's definitely a journal somewhere. It's not actual practical. It's all theoretical. Like any great scientist, it all starts in theories. So well, so first thing, step one, well, you got to find someone that you love dearly. You got to find the mummy, and you got to be the daddy. So, and then that's when you start cooking, and you start the process early and passionately, and in different positions, because that'll mean it's going to be a different sex depending on which positions you do.
Really?
Yeah, didn't you know that, mate?
No, I heard that it's to do with rain. That it depends on how soon it will rain or how recently it's rained. That's how you gauge male or female. And that came from some experts. Let's just say that.
But what about Long Reach where it never rains? You just have all girls or all boys? Just one whole year in school is just all boys.
Imagine. So firstly, it does rain, but I think that's actually a good point. In places where it doesn't, where there is like Antarctica, it doesn't rain in Antarctica.
Does it?
I don't know. Anyway, I would be curious. I need to study. I'm going to raise that with my experts. What about in places where it doesn't rain? Are we only having boys or girls at that place? Good one. Yeah. Good one, Dos. Yeah. Very scientific already.
Look at us go. Started strong here.
I sort of mentioned this before, but for step two, you sort of want to set the expectation that you're going to be a great parent, or very early on, you want to set the expectation that you are a great parent. It's really this. There's like a mummy, what's it called, mama. Like on Instagram, like oh, I'm just a such and such a mama, blah blah blah. Mamas follow me, kind of thing. I don't know if you see all that stuff where it's like inspo for parents, like for mums and dads. Kind of thing. Yeah. Anyway, they're
let's just say my algorithm on Instagram is nothing like that. It might have the odd mummy shit going on.
Yeah, actually, there's definitely a disconnect there. But anyway, my point is that you want to be an influencer. You want to let people know that, hey, actually, I've got it all figured out, and things are all together. My kid doesn't go on apps. Easy done. Just don't give him an app. Don't give him an iPad. Done. I don't know how I have a problem with this, guys. Simple. Phones are the same. TV, just don't have TVs within line of sight of the kid. You want to have them bilingual. In fact, you want their first words to be in a foreign language, I think, just to really establish that this kid is going to be cultured, worldwide, international, someone that's going to be shaking hands with different countries, a real politician kind of thing. That's what I personally think.
Is that a foreign language if that's their first words then? Or is that their native tongue?
Oh, it's some scientific stuff. This is the big question. Is it their native tongue? If it's their first word? This is
a big call. Come on, man. We're the scientists here. We're coming with the good stuff.
That's a really good point. It's not. It's their native tongue.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't teach them a foreign language straight away.
Yeah. Literally.
Wow.
Yeah. Whatever you teach them is their native tongue.
You're right. So then make them bilingual by teaching them English second. That's what I'm going to say. That's my advice. But yeah, just set the expectation that you're going to be better, and you're going to raise this kid to be perfect, because that's what we should all strive for, realistically.
Yeah. I mean, we all want a perfect kid. And I think step three, I think to get them there, you got to let them fend for themselves a bit. You can't baby them too much. Actually, just quickly, I have such beef with the months when people especially to somebody like me or you, where someone's like, oh yeah, that your nephew's 8 months old, and I was like, what is that? Is that what am I meant to?
Is that a year? Like, how much is 8 months?
Am I buying them a present? I don't know.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't know about the milestones. And also, you know, I can't on the spot, I can't think of this 14-month, 16-month stuff. It's like, whoa, you know, I missed their birthday. It's because of it. Let's just
Yeah,
say that.
why are you yelling at me? There's I thought that, me seeing them on their 4th month was going to count as the yearly birthday. So I'm just as shocked as you are that that I'm in trouble. So, but yeah, mostly you want your kids to get a little rough edge to them. I think because I was the 3rd child, I naturally got left to fend for myself a lot. And I'd like to think it's worked out for me.
Oh, actually, I think this step isn't working out. If you're giving us advice based off of your childhood, we need to tell people to avoid.
What do you mean? I think it's the more you let them fend for themselves, the more likely are that they'll make a podcast one day, which is the epitome of any great child. You can brag to the other parents, the grandparents, like, my kid's got a podcast.
And he speaks 2 different languages on it, all right? His native tongue and English.
His native tongue is Indonesian.
Yeah, well, see, I'm not really. I was the second kid, and I was definitely not left to fend to myself. I don't think. I mean, sure, more so than kids these days, the Zoomers. I was definitely left to fend for myself, but at that time, I was pretty well looked after. All right, so I'm gonna have to disagree.
Were you the favorite? Do you reckon?
Big time.
Yeah?
Big time.
I was like,
child.
You better own up to it, because I was going to definitely point
There's
at it.
There's no dispute. I mean, I think that there could be dispute with who Dad's favorite was. But see, Dad was always at work. So I was always hanging with the one that, that knew who the real favorite was. So I think, my brother and sister resent me for it. That's all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've turned out great too. I'm on a podcast. So
that's it. That's the dream. So actually, maybe there's different ways that you could get the perfect child, to be honest.
Yeah. Step 4, because it is about having a perfect child. You want them to do the things you couldn't, because maybe you weren't the perfect child because of circumstances out of your control. Okay. Society. We didn't have the internet. Mum and Dad didn't back me enough on certain things. You want to just, like, for me, for example, I'd love to see my kid be a professional athlete. I think that would be so cool. So I'm going to make them be a professional athlete. I'm going to tell them you want to be a runner. Okay? You want to go to the Olympics. And, on their tough days, I'll keep riding them. I'll keep, screaming at them.
They're the days
you see it all the time.
Need to push. Yeah.
Exactly. But they're counting on me on those days to really, to possibly make them cry. But you see it all the time on the big stage. The parents that are just like, I mean, frankly, borderline abusive levels of mistreatment towards their kid, to their adult kids as well. I'm talking about adult kids. Yeah. Let's say Max Verstappen. Joss, he's more like his biggest fan. He's coming out and he's making waves and blowing up Red Bull and all that kind of stuff. I mean, you saw Lamar Ball with the Ball brothers and the basketball.
Yeah, he made a whole family of successful basketballers.
And he just manifested it. That's what I'm saying. A lot of tennis players come to mind for me with parents that were just like you see them in the stands, angry, always angry, screaming. So yeah, I think that's the recipe. I think that a lot of weak people think that you shouldn't live your life through your kids. I think that success shows you do.
And I think it's pretty obvious, like, to be an Olympian, like, you're not normal.
No.
Like, I'm actually surprised that there is a Special Olympics, because I think the Olympics itself already is special. Like, those people.
That is the worst take.
Is it like so? Like, Phelps had webbed feet, didn't he? Like, that's a handicap. Like, he's clearly, that's good benefit though. It's like
it's a land handicap. Like, if for shoes, maybe his socks don't fit properly or something like that. So yeah, he's handicapped in that sense.
Someone's got an excessively long wingspan, so they're a better swimmer.
Their shirts don't fit though, or their jackets don't look very good on them. So it's kind of a downside.
They're handicapped. Yeah, power lifters, they're too big for normal clothes, so they have to get special clothes.
Basketballers constantly bump into fans, bump their head on doors. I still don't think that's a case for only having one Olympics, to be clear. I think there's still a case for there to be numerous Olympicses.
Yes, I'm saying that they're the same thing.
For sure. Oh no, for
Effectively.
sure. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
Again, very
Mm.
scientific, Doss. You've been thinking today. You've been pondering.
Yes. And I think to
Um,
get your kids to that level, you do need to push them to like a diamond. You got to push it to a level where it becomes a diamond.
or they break like coal.
Yeah. Which this is why you have multiple kids, because realistically, you're not going to have 4 diamonds, are you? Let's be
No,
honest. We're not all the
no.
Ball family.
Yeah, exactly. Some of us don't have the genetics.
Yeah. Which
Dad.
brings me to step 5. Natural progression. You can always have another one. That one's pretty
Yeah.
obvious. If they don't crack it, you can always just pump out another one.
Mm,
Maybe the issue was the source material, and you got to
mm,
try a different baby mama. If you want to try a
mm.
different recipe for success, then
Yeah.
that's a way to go about it.
Is that something
And
you think about, Dos, when you're looking for the perfect woman? Are you looking for someone that might be athletically inclined?
I think
Maybe 6 feet tall?
naturally. Ooh, so honestly, it won't. I've changed my tune a little bit. I think when
Mm.
I was younger, I was always like chasing sort of the petite sort of style, and the older I get, the more I'm like, the sort of you get with an athlete every now and again, and you're like, okay, wait a minute. We could be mixing some serious skills here. I'm seeing a lot of potential here. Because to be honest, look, if my kid's getting all of his talent from me, he's probably gonna just miss out again. I think he
You
needs
need
an
to do
extra
what's
dose
right
of
for your
sport.
kid. Yeah,
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 yeah. So he
yeah,
needs an extra dose of sport if he's
yeah,
gonna make it, or she's gonna make it.
yeah, yeah. That's the exciting thing as well, is that you know these days the opportunities for both male and females, you have to just commit to them, because they could be a star. They could be the next Sam Kerr. They could be the next Kathy Freeman.
Serena Williams. Oof. I'd
Serena
take a tennis player
Williams.
daughter for sure.
Good money in it.
Yeah. It would be great
Golf.
money in it. Golf. It's so boring to watch though. I love playing it,
But
watching
you'd
it.
be able to compete. Like, you'd be able to play with them in that sport. You'd be able to
No,
go along with
because
them.
she'd have to play off the women's team and I'd play off the men.
Wow, that's a really great argument for how that would never work out.
She's
Okay,
10 meters away. I can't talk to her.
so there's some great advice. Probably the most academic road guide we have provided. I think we didn't actually quote any sources, or there was no real references to back anything we've set up. But I think that we were very confident about the things that we said that sounded smart.
Yeah, and I think people will quote us down the line. We'll be that original source material. I think that's there's an avenue there, and obviously people are going to see this road guide to raising children, and instantly they're going to be like, "Oh, this is going to be a scientific episode."
For sure. Anyway, so that's the road guide aspect of Trust Us, the new name of the pod. But we've got some other things that are new, or perhaps old and returning, but new in the sense that we haven't had them for a while. Dos.
Yeah. Yes, we've got the big callback. Everyone's sort of favorite gossip material with some good stories that you can play at home as well. You can just pause the pod at the moment of the highest dramatic.
He's cooking.
Yeah. So basically, the big call is where we roll through. Get a caller on, roll through a story, and at the moment of the highest indecision, we get them to pause the story, and me and Pros decide what we would do in that situation. And then we sort of get a bit of a taste of what 2 scientific boys would do.
And I was going to start playing the phone ringtone on my phone and say, "Oh, we've got a caller. We've got a caller. Who have we got? Who's calling in? And what's your big call for today?"
We've got Justine Cain coming on today, one of the previous OGs.
Are you having trouble here, Dos? Are you having some production issues here, or?
Well, no, I wasn't ready, to be honest. Now I'm ready. No, now I'm ready. Now, yeah. What do you got for us, Juz?
Let's just limp into
Are
this
we ready?
Whoa, she's sideways.
Sorry, I should just change
here
it.
we go.
There we go. There we go. G'day, Juzzy.
Well, I'm so glad that you guys had me on this episode because, Hayden, I have some news. No. Got him. No.
And I've just lost Juzzy.
At least I now know that having children with Hayden is a very bad idea.
What? Did you not listen to anything we just spoke about? You're gonna have an athletic daughter or son.
Yeah, this is the True Birth
When it
Controllers
rains.
podcast.
Oh, how are you guys?
We're good. Thanks so much for joining us, Jazza. Truly a fan favorite. Because you're one of our fans and you really love being on the show. So
And you're my
fan
favorite. So
Exactly. So Dos tells me that that you've got a corker for us today, a great big call. What's going on?
yeah. So this is actually a first date story from a number of years ago. And I met
Shout out the
this
First
man.
Dates podcast, by the way,
Shout
another
out.
part of the Trust Us network.
Yeah.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
yeah,
I don't have a
awesome.
raising children story to share, but this one kind of ended like
Congratulations.
that.
Yeah, or is that a sign the date didn't go well?
Well, I guess you'll have to find out.
We got deep quick.
No, so this happened a number of years ago. Met this man on like Tinder, Hinge, whatever it was, and we're having a chat. Found out that I drove manual. Was like, I just bought a manual. I've just moved over from New Zealand. Just bought this manual. It's an old car. Like, would love you to sort of give me a lesson on it or teach me some things because he's not that good. So I was like, great. Pick me up from my house. I'll take you. We'll go into Geelong, which is where we were located. And he was pretty clunky on the clutch, and I was giving him some tips.
Whoa, a
And it was a little
driver's
bit-
lesson first date. This is
Yeah.
Fraught with danger.
wow.
It's already a red flag if you ask me. An ick, if you might say.
I wouldn't say that.
Ick. No, so I was just like giving him some tips, and it started to rain, and then we pull into this car park, and he's like, "Yep, well now it's your turn to drive," and I was like, "Oh, okay." Unsure. This is like a 1980s Land Cruiser, so it's very old. The clutch is like a truck. I was wearing heels. Bad idea. Bad idea. So I'm feeling confident. You know, I'm like, yeah, I'll show you how to drive this
Oh
massive
no.
car. Take a couple of turns, easy peasy, and then go to take a U-turn. Take it a little bit too fast. End up in the median strip and hit a tree.
You crashed his car.
Crashed his car.
Jazz.
Yeah, like I'd known this guy for like 45 minutes.
That is crazy. And you were giving him lessons. Oh,
I
dog.
was teaching him. I was
This dog, is that Jazz is being attacked by a dog?
yeah, so I guess you know, this is where I would say this is the big call. What would you guys do post crashing this guy's car?
Like, do you even have to? We're not really sharing.
Do you exchange
insurance
insurance?
details. Yeah, 'cause-
And then he just drives off, leaving you on the median strip. Like, and was it totaled?
No, it wasn't totaled. It was a little bingle, a little
A bit of a bingle.
he had a bull bar on the front, so like damage to the car was very minimal. But yeah, that's probably the most traumatic first date that I've been on.
That sounds reasonable, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you doing, Dos?
What am I
If
doing?
you crash a nice young lady's full drive, just bump it, scrape it, scratch it.
Yeah, it just should be right. I'll buff out. Don't worry about it, doll. While I'm internally stressing because I can't afford to replace a bull bar.
So is he? How's he reacting? Is he like? Because he could be so in love. He could be like, "No, it's fine.
it's
this is
me.
great."
So he is in love already.
That's what I'm saying. He's probably just like, "Oh, don't worry about it, girl. It's fine." You know.
He
Can you
was
jump-
pretty shocked.
Panic in his shoes, being
Yeah,
that
he
guy.
was-
I would be fuming. I would be, but also like, why are you letting someone drive your car on a first date? That's such a weird. I don't know. Kiwis, man, they're built different.
Yeah, that is a strange one, honestly. But if I was in that situation, look, I probably would give them my insurance details if I'm honest with you.
I wonder if, like, could you run away? I would have contemplated.
Like you could drive away. You could just back up and just drive down the street.
Yeah, when he goes
See
out
what's
to like check the damage, just drive off. To just steal it as well.
Turn it into Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, I don't know. I also think like sometimes it's good to have real trauma on a first date.
Trauma bonding.
I don't
think
hate
that's-
it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it sort of bonds you together.
I can actually see this most likely going well.
There's
Just.
definitely a second date, I reckon. And here's one for you, Pros.
Bumper
before we
cars.
get-
Second date, bumper cars. How good would that? How funny would that be?
That'd be pretty funny. Would you go on a second date, Pros, if you crash someone's car?
Yes, that's only because I pretty much always go on second dates.
I'd say yes, because that way I'd feel guilty for crashing their car naturally. I wouldn't have a car involved on the second date for sure.
Would you try to be as repulsive as possible on the second date though to end
that
it or
they end it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd probably maybe try a little bit of that tactic.
Imagine you pull up to the date and crash into something. And they're like, here we go again.
This bloke just won't stop.
What happened, Jazz?
Yeah, what'd you do?
So we backed up. I then drove the car around the corner into the closest parking spot and then proceeded to just bawl my eyes out in front of this guy.
Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds
good
right.
tactic.
Right?
Good tactic.
And he's like, it's okay. Oh my gosh, it's okay. Like the car's fine. Don't worry about it. Like let's just go have a good date.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
he wanted to continue the date?
yeah, he did. And I was like, I'll buy you the first round. Like I'm so sorry. Like crying.
He's looking at hundreds of dollars worth of repairs, and you're like, I'll buy you
Yeah.
Nah,
an $8 schooner.
I know it's
Yeah.
happy hour. They're only $7, but
the damage was actually really minimal. Like there was
Yeah.
like a scratch
You
on
wouldn't
the
even
toolbar.
bother. Yeah. For
Anyway,
sure.
so I then go buy all the beers at the pub while we're there for like the next hour, and then we go play mini golf, and I proceed to absolutely dominate him in mini golf.
Ooh. Now I'm starting to
And
see
now
why
he's
you were
getting
driving
angry.
the car. Yeah.
And now he's starting to think, hang on a second, I'm a bit frustrated about this car accident now.
Yeah. I see what's happening. Yeah, so then ended the date. He drove me home, and then we went out on a second date a week later because I partly felt obliged to, but also was like, maybe the trauma bonding, like, yeah, just wanted to see if
shout
I
out to
liked
trauma
him.
bonders of the world.
Shout out.
Shout out
Our
trauma
next
bonding.
podcast.
Okay, all right.
No, I wanted to see if the connection that we had was real, and it wasn't. So I ended up not seeing him again after that.
Yeah. That's the risk with trauma bonding. Sometimes it's not real.
It starts
we
off so
went-
strong, and then it's
Yeah.
just like, what else have we got apart from car crash times? It's like,
We
not
went
much.
bowling as well. Like we should have
Well,
really
you probably
gone bumper
smoked him
cars.
in that as well. This poor guy
I
is just
did
getting
dominate.
dominated.
No, he
Yeah.
actually was like, he like did some competition in 10-pin bowling, so he won that.
Okay, right.
What?
I like
was like-
that.
And I was
These
like,
Kiwi
I like
guys,
that.
man.
I mean,
just-
that's a very, respectfully, that is a very Kiwi skill to have, I would
Yeah,
say.
100%.
But it would have been a power move if you'd like bowled, if you had bumpers up and you bowled straight to the bumper and like broke the bumper and been like fucking 2 dates in a row, breaking
Yeah.
bumpers.
I mean, I could have done that, but I didn't.
No, you wouldn't have.
But yeah, so my question is though, what would you guys do if a girl crashed your car on a first
What, you
date?
get another question. What's going on here? Just turn around
Yeah.
on us. No, Jack, our
Jazzy's
podcast.
hosting now. Jazzy's auditioning for her own podcast on the network.
I'm the captain now.
yeah. It's called I'm the Captain now. No,
I'm the
I
captain
actually
now.
I loved my cars. I had a beautiful Celica, beautiful Mazda RX-8. Woo. I had a blue big spoiler Mitsubishi Lancer. Oh my goodness.
Did you? I don't remember that.
Yeah, I was Toowoomba days. I had a green Lancer when I was on the coast. Oh well, when I was learning on the coast. Anyway, that would have been pretty tough. And especially back when I was younger, I was pretty volatile. So I probably would have been very, very upset and just be like, just get out of the car. I would have
You
let them
would've-
drive.
Yeah.
Wouldn't let them drive.
I don't even think you let me drive.
I
Your
probably
cars.
I don't think I let I think in my RX-8, I think in my sleeker, total of 4 times I might have been in the passenger seats of those cars. Didn't let other people drive.
Who was
Not driving. Me.
The big dog.
No, the 4 times you're in the passenger seat.
Oh,
No
Jazzy,
one.
what kind of question is that? How am I supposed to pull out? I'm going to say Chunchi, shout out Chunchi. I'm going to say shout out Kieran Carroll, probably. Jordan might have been driving at one point. I don't know. Dos.
Hayden's
Yeah,
one
see,
of the
it's
few
interesting.
people that I let drive my car. He's a sensible
There you go.
driver, even though he's a sensible
Yeah.
driver. Full stop.
Yeah, I actually am a very
Nice.
sensible driver because like that's just not how I want to go out. I'll be stupid to do some dumb shit, but yeah, I'll play it safe on the roads. But yeah, so when I had my Beamer, I didn't really let anyone else drive that bad boy, unless it was a road trip. And I was like, okay. But when I had my soccer mum car, it was like I didn't even care. I just throw the keys to people.
The car would be gone for days or something, and then
where's
show
my
back
bloody
up.
car? I haven't seen it all week. So I think it definitely depends on how much you love your vehicle. So yeah, I think I wouldn't be mad if it was a soccer mum car, but if it was the Beamer, especially when I was a bit younger, I would have been a bit precious.
Yeah, no, I would have been pretty upset about it. Jazz, I'm sorry, but you have asked 2 questions. You have absolutely pushed the envelope here, and because we're friends, we've let that happen. But that's enough. You need to go. Thank you so much for your time.
Bye.
Thanks, Jazz. Again, not just a fan favorite, but really one of our favorites as well, Dos.
Yeah, close to the heart, young Justine.
Yeah,
and good to see she didn't try to plug her Instagram this time. That's it's growth.
That's
good to see.
That's our thing. We tend to like to plug our Instagram. Of course, it is the Trust Us Network. Trust full stop us full stop network on Instagram.
Perfect. Nailed it.
It's going to be highly active with great reels and clips and pictures and polls and memes from Jed probably, and inputs sent in memes and questions from yourselves. Get around it. Get on the big call. Get in touch with us.
Yeah, we want more people on the big call. We want some good stories. Maybe some fresh fans would be nice as well. Get out of the
we've got kind of a bit of a musty, a bit of a stale fan base at the moment. To be honest with you, it's like you see their names all the time.
I hate our fan base.
Yeah, I hate him as well. Why are we doing this? Can we do this? Can we just? How about we turn this into just a phone call between you and me, and we just have a chat? I don't want to involve him anymore. I'm sick of him.
I'm sick of him. They ruined my day when they talk to me.
The audacity to talk to me. Come on, we're on different levels. I've got a podcast and you don't. We don't.
Come on.
We don't.
I was raised
correctly. Exactly. And Dos, on that note, I mean that could be it. That could be our closing argument there, our end of the episode right there.
Well, yeah, you haven't got one for me?
Well, I do, but I thought maybe it was getting a bit late.
No, we sneak one in.
Okay, here's one for you, mate.
It's just me and you, man. Remember, it's just me and you.
So, this happened to me the other day. And in fact, for a long time, I've felt this about white, milky soap. The liquid soap, not the cake or whatever you would call it, or the loaf of soap. Again, not really sure what the term for it is. Wow, now that you say it, that is exactly the word. It was much easier than what I was trying to go. The loaf of soap.
Yeah, the loaf of soap.
Anyway.
Hey, Daddy, honey, you got the loaf of soap?
It's the white milky stuff, and it's got this weird, it's got the soapy texture. And just it being in public places, I just don't trust it. I just don't like it. And I don't know, I don't want to like self-report or make it seem like that's something that I partake in.
Considered?
No, but I do. You do get intrusive thoughts, but I think that some people actually act on those intrusive thoughts, and those are the people I worry about. When I'm squirting some of that sweet white syrup into my hand, washing for 20 seconds. I'm just sort of like, I'm not saying all of it is, but I'm just saying what percentage of it is the other.
And,
you know what I'm saying?
What percentage is it an issue?
Is it because it's for some percentage it's cleaning it, like soap
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
But then
It's cool,
at some
it's cool the
point,
bad stuff in it.
all the good proteins from there, like, it's clean. But then you're
gonna
right.
get bigger heads, man.
It's
No
still
more
too
small
soon.
heads. We're gonna see you
Yeah,
just walk into every public bathroom just to wash your hands.
He's been using that soap. I know he has. You've got growing feet. I want to work on growing hands. That's a great point. The worst thing is, though, is that the other day at work, I had an incident where you know how sometimes like with a sauce bottle or a dispenser, a nozzle, something will dry in it and it will spray on a random angle.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's other instances where things would have sprayed on a random angle as well that you may be able to relate to depending on who you are listening to this at the moment. But I hit this white milky stuff, boom, doing the right thing, of course, washing my hands, straight on my leg, right where you wouldn't want it, onto my chino. And what do? We can't wash it off because then you're going to make a huge, big wet patch.
I reckon you do what you've done. Come up with an elaborate excuse about there being some nozzle on the white milky soap, and then and just roll with it.
I need to legitimize this story by saying it publicly, just to make people know. It's like when you like make a squirt, a sound in a chair, and you're like, "Oh, that was the chair."
It was the chair. That was the chair.
And so I walked down to those bathrooms saying, "That was the soap, guys. Come on now." And no one believed me, so I was like, "Well, I need to validate it by saying it here." So anyway, I don't like it. Stop making that soap. Simple as that.
Just put it. It's like the blue lights they put in the public toilets now, so you can't see your veins. Like I feel like this is a similar level of intensity.
No, I don't know about that, dude.
Oh, mate. So if you go to any country towns, actually, maybe this is like a fresh thing. So you go to like certain country towns that have like problems with drugs, like real problems. All their public bathrooms will have the blue lights.
No.
Yeah. So like towns
I'm in a country town.
Yeah. Well, obviously Longyear's all right. But like, have you ever been to Moree, like near Gundawindi?
No.
Out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. All their dunnies are black lights. It's like eerie. I remember the first time I experienced it, and then I've seen a few others like Bendigo as well. I think even Geelong has some. Yeah, that are like
weird.
That. Yeah,
weird and sad.
Funny. Yeah, but then like when I'm in the dunny, I can't like admire my veins while I'm just sitting there.
Is that something you do?
Hot box. Sometimes. Well, at least I'm not doing what you've been doing.
Because I'm so vascular, it's old to me. It's like you driving a kangaroo loader. You're like, I don't even think about it. For me, I'm always seeing my veins, so I just don't think about it like you do. Because I'm athletic.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, well, we'll see whose kid's going to come out on top. That'll be the real barometer. Who's got the Olympian in their ball sack right now?
Sorry to interrupt you, but here's something from Raid Shadow Legends, a very popular app, one of the biggest mobile role-playing games of 2019, and it's totally free. Currently, almost 10 million users have joined Raid. I thought we were, because the potential for good money is there. So anyway, just go on the Raid and put in the code.
What's the code?
trustusnetwork.com. And
if it doesn't work, you can't hold it against us. It was only a recommendation, not a suggestion.
Exactly. And that's that, Dos. Now we should close this thing out somehow.
Yeah, I'm thinking we do like, if we just nail one of our closings and then we can just use it as a template all the way through. So I think,
all right, let's use this one then.
Yeah, well,
I think we're off to a good start.
Yeah, I was going to use this as like the background. So there's like, like newspapers just finish and then they're like shuffling stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry, none of this will be in the closing. I'll edit something in to like.
I'll be like the CNN music or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right, good. Well, then it's done. We can just wrap it up here. We'll smile. I'll give you a big smile.
Is there anything you want to say? Just like that none of the listeners will listen to, will hear?
It's about the soap. I want to come clean.